Hey, what's up, fam? It's your boy. It's going to talk about the facts I'm doing every day in my core area. You know what I'm saying, and that's why I'm just trying to tell you out the real stuff. You know what I'm saying. That's why I'm telling you out because I don't wanna be so fucking average. You know what I'm saying. I just wanna go so hard for myself to be a better person. You know what I'm saying. Because I did a lot of bad stuff, just like be a bad man. And last year, and I'm doing every day with the bad stuff, the bad circle. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanna tell myself from from 30 July 2026, I don't wanna be average person. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna give 100%. I just wanna see my full potential, what could be happen, what will happen if I did 100%, if I give 100% for myself to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm telling y'all, man. And all lot of things going like bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta change our vision, and I gotta change my mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like what I'm doing is just like I don't wanna. I wanna do something, man. I wanna achieve something. You know what I'm saying? Cause I just want to feed my fam. I just wanna care my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna care my cousin and nephew, and I just wanna feed them. I just wanna help them. You know what I'm saying? Cause uh, my brothers did a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got develop and I gotta help them because they did a lot for me. They send a lot of money and every time, and you know what I'm saying, because I'm not good at English. I just wanna try to speak in English. You know what I'm saying. And my sister also helped me a lot. You know what I'm saying. And I'm going all of bad stuff and bad circle from tomorrow. You know what I'm saying. I just wanna go so hard, man. I just wanna do something. I just wanna chase and I just wanna achieve something. You know what I'm saying? Cause my friends is achieving their success. I'm not jealousy with them. Cause I respect their hustle, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause they achieved from hustle and grind. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling y'all. And just like to thank our God, and God is teaching us in a beautiful way. Cause when we fall down, you know what I'm saying. When we fail, man, when we uh, going through a lot, we understand the real lesson from life. You know what I'm saying. That's why we gotta be so hard for ourselves to be a better person. You know what I'm saying. And I don't care a lot. I don't care a lot about people what they think about because I'm doing. I just wanna do my self and my for my fam you know for my fam. You know what I'm saying. That's why I always telling y'all I don't give a fuck about the other people. You know what I'm saying. That's why I'm telling y'all. And time is time is lost. You know what I'm saying. That's why we gotta understand. We gotta say some positive stuff, man. That's why I just wanna go so hard, man. That's why I'm telling y'all I'm recording and I'm recording because I just wanna see this stuff in the future. That's why I'm recording right now, and it's being late, so that's why I just wanna go so hard. And time changes, time flying. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta understand ourselves and inner peace in a real time. That's why we have to chase something better, in a good way and good time. You know what I'm saying? Because golden times never come back. That's why we gotta prepare for ourselves for the future. And a lot of things is just like they distracted me a lot right now. That's why I just wanna see myself in a better way, a better version. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and grinding is a lot for me. That's right. I just wanna give myself so hard. I just wanna be so hard, man. And I don't wanna make a so much bad stuff and bad excuses for me, because I just wanna achieve something new stuff. That's I'm recording, yeah. And that's I'm telling y'all. And a big shout out to the game, big shout out to the hustlers, big shout out to the grinders. You know what I'm saying? Grind like a real G, man. Nobody is going to save you. You gotta understand yourself. That's why you gotta. If you understand yourself, you achieve something, and that achievement, will give you the real happiness. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's being lame, man. We just gotta understand ourselves for the future, for yourself. And I'm not a motivational speaker. You know what I'm saying? I just recording, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm recording because I'm recording for myself to see this stuff. What I had gone through at that time. That's why I'm recording. Because I just want to see this stuff in the future too. What I did in the past and what I had. I talk about, that's why I'm making it, man, And God bless you. Allah bless you. Allah is watching you. That's why you gotta do some is positive stuff and positive hustle. But God, you know what I'm saying? That's why God is waiting your success. You know what I'm saying? And nobody gives you a fuck about you. Nobody gives a fuck about you, man. Why do you care a lot for him? If they care you when you got success, man. When you achieve something, that's why they support you. That's why they close to you. They come close to you. And when you did not achieve something, and when you go down, and when you going to a lot, they don't care about your bad time. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about your problems and hustle. And when you people come closer when you got success. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm just family oriented person, and I care a lot for my family. You know what I'm saying? And and I just wanna help my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't care and I don't give a fuck about the society, what I did and what I'm doing. I'm a chill person. I'm a nice person. I help everyone. But when I was going through a lot, and when I had bad time, nobody gives give nobody gave a fuck about me. And you know what I'm saying? They don't understand, and they didn't care about my problems when what I'm going through, and when I'm facing a lot of problems and obstacles, failure. You know what I'm saying? And when I need help, they didn't care about that you problem, man. They ignore it. They made they made excuses for that, man. Man, I can't help right now, man. Man, I have to do that, and I'm doing it, and that's why I can't help you at that time. That's why they tell me like that. You know what I'm saying? That's they gave lessons for me to, man, not to trust, man, not to trust everyone. Cause I think like nobody's going to help you, man, or nobody is going to help you in bad time. That's why you gotta see yourself as a hustler. Hustlers never need everyone for the bad time, man. That's why you understand yourself, and that's why I trust a lot of my friends, and I I need help from them at that time. I needed a help from them at that time, but they ignored it like a fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized to not to trust everyone in a life, man. We gotta hustle alone, and we gotta achieve alone. That's why I'm making it, but that's why we gotta understand ourselves as a hustler. We gotta learn from all the problems. We gotta understand. We gotta learn from the problems that teaches all good stuff for ourselves. That's why we we became so wise. And um, as I'm talking about this, it's just like we just gotta give ourselves time. We gotta make ourselves so better. You know what I'm saying? And and only thing I realize in life, man, everybody is just like nobody cares about you. One thing they care about is, man, when you got a lot of money, they care about you, man. Nobody is real in this fucking world, man. You know what I'm saying? I think like only your family and your our fam can care about you, can they help you at the bad time. That's why you gotta realize it, and that's why you learn from it, man. That's why you gotta give time to the uh, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta respect and you gotta love your fan, and they help you. And in a bad time they can understand your obstacle and hustle, and they can understand about your problems and what we're going through. That's why you gotta give and you gotta care about your family. You know what I'm saying? And other people doesn't care about you. That's why you gotta understand the real fact about the life, man. That's why you gotta believe in yourself, and you do it. You can do it. A lot of good things. That's why you have to hustle like hell, man. That's why I'm telling you, big shout out to the hustler, and big shout out to the you know grinder. You know what I'm saying? And thank God, I mean, I'm recording this stuff from Milam City. That's why I will watch this stuff in the future. That's why I'm making it, and I appreciate that. Thank God, me.